One of the most picturesque campuses in all of the country, Oxford, Ohio, Fred C. Yeager Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Miami University Redhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly.
I hope you seen that flip right there with that male cheerleader, son.
And the Redhawks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wished. Just taking the touchback.
All good.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line. And getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver.
Got a little grass. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Running inside, it's Booth. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The run inside. It's Miller. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Takes an easy one to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Caught, and he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
This time on target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after
Star receiver, baby.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, the running back has it. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go right back to the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Miller with the ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Redhawks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
The fuck did I go out of bounds? Kick that straight.
With the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And the offense sees man-to-man and right away trying to attack that slant route. Like, make an easy pitch and catch. But how about the coverage? Nice coverage on the back end, staying in his hip pocket and getting his hand on the
You know what the fuck that was about.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked
He ain't no Kamaro Taylor, whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
Defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Red Hawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You're going.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense
and I ain't getting
back for its own great field position.
Aggressive.
Left tackle didn't even touch him.
Chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop.
Here's a little room there. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. Complete to the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Trying to save time.
I got fucking pancakes.
Their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Big fella moving.
Stop!
A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first.
Oh boy, here he goes.
Green grass down the middle. He's at the 40.
Slowest 99-yard run in history.
He's at the touchdown, Miami. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
What an unbelievable play on offense, and I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Wilkerson. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
No, not really.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's a heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm...
Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. A great catch in the end zone.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It'd have been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
Number 43, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Reynolds. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go to the counter. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage. A rather anticlimactic end to the first half.
Okayed.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 19 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Nittany Lions who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Redhawks are moving quickly down the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Rushes on him. And down he goes.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Redhawks will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming, and they got it.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give is to Miller. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the period. It's Miami, Ohio on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Quickly out to the tight end. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He's forced out of bounds just
sit down, boy.
And a mere yard away from pay dirt.
Late as
Having
fuck.
talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end zone, wanted to get in so bad, just gets knocked out of bounds right before the goal line. But right now, this quarterback has a lot of confidence when he's throwing.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldog. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary.
Oh, I fucking hate this game.
Makes the grab.
He's on fucking ice skates, dude.
And that could be big as it draws him to within
Oh.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Give to the single back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Gets away from one. He's got space. Look at that toughness. Just
Is that Peyton Hills? Or Cade Yakimelli? It does.
He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss.
Well, that plays booty.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Pulls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Reynolds.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. There's a crease. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying trying to put the lid on the game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Red Hawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
Booster, booster! Return! Hey, move! Ready, go!
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The Red Hawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The quarterback takes a knee.